how do I make my relaxed hair thick? My relaxed hair is very thin. My hair is breaking. I used to have thick hair when I was growing. Then I'm like 30 and above. I no longer have thick hair. My hair is now very thin. What should I do? How do I make my relaxed hair thick? When you're talking about making your relaxed hair thick, there are some things you have to bear in mind. So let's dive into the topic for today. Hi guys, welcome to my channel today. It's your girl Princess Atiloma and Healthy Relaxed Hair. So today we'll be talking about how to make your relaxed hair thick. Okay, so this is a question I get often from my Instagram page. People ask me, how do I make my relaxed hair thick? My relaxed hair is very thin. My hair is breaking. I used to have thick hair when I was growing. Then I'm like 30 and above. I no longer have thick hair. My hair is now very thin. What should I do? How do I make my relaxed hair thick? When you're talking about making your relaxed hair thick, there are some things you have to bear in mind. Like I always say, product is one, practices is another one. But for your relaxed hair to be thick, it's mostly all about the practice, your relaxed hair practice. If you're using the safe hair care practices or if you're just doing things anyhow, okay. If you're just watching this video for the first time, you're coming to this channel for the first time, my name is Frances. I'm the founder of Healthy Relaxed Hair on Instagram. Here we talk about relaxed hair, helping you to take care of your relaxed hair, helping you to have healthy relaxed hair. Okay. So in this channel, I just share tips to help you take care of your relaxed hair better, help you have healthy relaxed hair, how to take care of your skin, how to have a glowing skin just like mine. So let's dive into the topic for today, how to make your relaxed hair healthy. My number one tip, my best tip for making your relaxed hair thick is stretch your relaxers. Okay, currently I'm on a 7-month stretch. I'm going to talk about that later and let you know everything I'm doing to make my hair not break as much on this 7-month stretch. So I'm on a 7-month stretch and this is my 6th month, and I'm doing very little to make sure that I don't over manipulate. The idea behind stretching your relaxers is just all about helping you to have enough new growth before you eventually relax your hair again, because if you don't have enough new growth, your relaxer is going to be applied on the part of your hair that is already relaxed. So it's like you're relaxing your hair twice or 3 times, depending on how close together your relaxers are. I really suggest you do at least 3 months. That's 12 weeks. That's 12 weeks. So you can do 3 months. Give a gap of 3 months in between your relaxers. Some people relax their hair every week. If you're one of those people that you relax your hair every month, once you just have a little bit of undergrowth or new growth, you just want to do a salon and relax your hair. So this is me telling you today that that's so wrong. You need to have at least 2 inches of new growth. That's even so small. Like that's just the minimum you can have, because I like to have as much new growth as possible before I relax my hair. That's why you see my hair very thick and healthy. Okay, so don't forget to subscribe to this channel and turn on the notifications so that you not miss any single thing. All the gems I'll be dropping in this channel, make sure you're subscribed. Okay, so that's number one tip. Secondly, you need to make sure that you're doing everything in section. Okay, so I see some people I know through this, some people don't have the knowledge, some people don't have the awareness on relaxed hair care. Some people just do as they see their stylists do. And I live in Nigeria, a country where we don't have so much of a trained hair care stylist. So people just do what they feel is correct. People just do what they feel is right. So they don't really give you that care that your hair needs. You're just at the mercy of the hairstylist. So anything they say, anything they ask you to do, anything they do to your hair, you just take it like that and you keep doing the same way. Okay, so this is me telling you now that everything you do to your hair, you should do it in sections. Maybe you don't understand what I mean by sections. So by section, I mean you should just take, for instance, you want to brush your hair, but that's the major mistake I see a lot of people do. So people, when they want to brush their hair, okay, this is just this my ribbon brush. So let me just give you an example. So people, when they want to brush their hair, they start all the way from here and then they brush down. But that's very wrong. If you've ever tried it, you see that you face a lot of resistance when you want to brush down your hair, because as you're doing this, you're actually breaking your hair. You understand? Because you're meant to start, first of all, from the tips. I'll get to that. And then you're carrying the whole hair. What this does is that because you're having to handle so much quantity of hair at the same time, so the hair breaks because it's a lot for the comb that you're using to brush. So simply, if you want to brush your hair, I recommend you do at least 4 sections. Just section your hair into 4 parts, middle 2 parts, divide this one again into two, and then you understand, brush each section. And when you're brushing each section, make sure you start from the tips, because this is where this is the oldest part of your hair. This is the part of your hair that really, really, really needs attention, because that's the difference between those that see length retention and those that don't see any retention at all. Those that feel their hair is growing and those that feel like their hair is not growing. Because if you don't start from the tips, you're going to break your hair, because you're starting from up and then you face a lot of resistance down, and then you're trying to get your brush across that resistance, then you snap your hair. Okay, so you see, I know these things, you may not have heard them before, you may have heard them before. I don't know what level or what stage you are in your relaxed hair journey, but trust me, if you don't keep to these things, you see that your hair is going to really, really not be healthy. But if you try your best to make sure that you incorporate some of these healthy hair care practices, you see that there will be so much difference. You understand? Your hair will thrive. I've seen people with good results, and trust me, it's something you really want to have. Okay, so I've mentioned 3 points. First of all, stretch your relaxers. Secondly, work in sections each time you're handling your hair, at least a minimum of 4 sections, depending on how much your new growth is. The farther you are in your stretch, the farther you are from your relaxers, then you need to make sure that you have more smaller sections, because you can't do 4 sections each time. When I pass 2 months post relaxer, I can't do 4 sections, because with 4 sections I'm handling so much hair, and what this does is that it just breaks my hair like mad. So when I'm like getting to my 3rd month, I like to do at least, when I that's 4 sections divided into two, so I'm having like 8 sections, because each section I part into two again, and then I handle it very, very little. Okay, so that's the 3rd tip I have for you. Then that's the second one. The third one is to always detangle your hair from the tips, because if you don't do it from the tips, you're going to break your hair, and you realize that your hair will become thin, because the more the hair is breaking, it will keep getting thin, especially around the ends, which is the part that always shows when you want to do like a length check. That's the part of your hair that always shows. So the 4th thing you need to do if you want to have thick, healthy, relaxed hair is to apply a Vaseline or a coating cream, like a very thick cream, at the ends of your hair whenever you're doing a relaxer touch-up. Just what I mean is, okay, let's take for instance, this is my last hair. Of course, this is a wig. I do a lot of protective styles. Okay, so this is the wig, and when I want to relax my hair, this is what I do. I like to coat this part of my hair, like the ends of my hair, up to the part where I have the new growth. So I just coat it with what do you call it, a Vaseline. I like to use Vaseline, or you can get a petroleum jelly cream, any petroleum jelly cream at all, you know. So I like to coat the ends, the already relaxed part of my hair. I like to coat it with extra cream. So what this does is that it protects this part of your hair from the relaxers touching it. Just like I said in the first part, the first tip I shared with you, I said you should make sure you stretch your relaxer so that you don't have to reapply relaxer on a part of your hair that is already relaxed, because that makes your hair thin. Okay, you have to note that relaxers are chemicals and they break down the protein bonds in the hair. So these protein bonds are what makes the hair appear thick, full. You know, that's the difference between your natural, like the afro hair, and the relaxed hair. So now when you've broken down this protein bond, the hair appears straighter and loses some form of texture. And then you understand, so when it loses some form of texture, it becomes straighter. Okay, So now when you now keep applying relaxer on that part of your hair that is already relaxed, you see, it won't stop the chemical to stop acting. It won't stop the chemical from acting. Okay, the chemical will still do its work, which is to break down the protein bond. So the little protein bond you have in your hair left after your first relaxer, you're applying the relaxer again, and it keeps breaking down the protein bonds more and more, making your hair to appear straighter and thinner. You understand? And so when you have even that thin hair, it means that you've over processed your hair. And what this does is that your hair becomes very thin and very weak. At any little provocation, the hair just breaks. Okay. So you understand what I mean when I say coat the ends of your hair, coat the already relaxed part of your hair with a petroleum jelly cream like Vaseline. So coat it and make sure that it covers every part, especially the tips of your hair. Because two things are involved: the application process. While you're applying the relaxer, there is every possibility that it will get to a part of your hair that is already relaxed. That's one. Then secondly, there's every possibility again that while you're rinsing off the relaxer, you rinse off from your roots, like the roots of your hair, and then it goes all the way down. So in the process of going down, that relaxer is still going to touch this part of your hair that is already relaxed. You understand? So when it's touching that part of your hair, like I said, the relaxer keeps acting until it leaves your hair. So it doesn't stop the relaxer from acting. So the relaxer continues to act. You understand? So when this happens, the hair is getting more and more processed. You understand? So what this does to your hair is that your hair keeps getting over processed, and over processed hair breaks, and over processed hair is thin. You understand? So that's one thing you need to know. Another thing is this: if you're someone that really wants to have a lot of texture in your hair, and this is one thing I recommend this if you want to like texlax, not to have very straight hair. I used to do that before, but I couldn't cope. I just had to do a corrective relaxer and just get my hair to a finer texture. Okay, so if you want to do this, another way of doing this is to mix your relaxer. If you use the no lie relaxer, the one you have to mix with the activator, okay, two things you can do. One is, don't put all the activator. When you have the little bottle, the activator bottle, and then you have to pour it into the relaxer to activate it. Okay, so when you're pouring the activator, you don't pour all the activator, like don't finish the whole bottle. You can use like half. Okay, so when you use half, you turn it, and some people have seen even put oil inside the relaxer. I've tried that once. It came out very, very underprocessed. So I'm recommending this for someone that has very, very fine hair, but still wants to retain some form of very good texture after relaxing. So this is something you can do. You can put oil into the relaxer. But what it does is that it slows down the process of relaxing. Like, it slows it down a lot. Okay. Or if your hair gets processed fast, you can also do this method because it slows down the process and your hair doesn't get so relaxed fast. You're able to, because some people are complaining that when they are trying to do the relaxer process, especially if you're doing it yourself, after doing one part, you feel like it's already so processed, you can't meet up with the time. Like, you feel like your hair is already over processed. Meanwhile, you're not done with the application. Talk more of smoothing the relaxer in. So if you're someone that faces that kind of problem, this is one thing you can do. You can mix oil into your relaxer with the activator. Pour half of the activator, put a little bit, just a teaspoonful, just teaspoon, flat level teaspoon of oil. Like, it can be your olive oil. I like to use olive oil for that. So you put it in and then mix, apply to your hair. You realize that it slows down the process of relaxing, and you get enough time to apply your relaxer and smooth it in, and you understand. So what this will give you an under processed hair. So if that's what you want, this is something you can do. Okay, in my next video I will be talking about products that help your hair to be thick and healthy. So make sure you subscribe. Like, you just can't miss it. Make sure you subscribe to this channel and turn on your notification if you haven't, so that once I post the video, you're going to get it, and then you watch it and share your comments with me. Okay, so let me know if this video was helpful to you. Is there any other thing that you're doing to your hair that is helping your hair to become thick? Do you have anything to share? Do you agree with this tip? Do you have something else to add to it? Or do you have a question, complaint? Just share your thoughts in the comment section. And if you want to reach out to me, you can send me a DM on Instagram at healthy relaxing, and I'll get back to you right away. So thanks for watching this video. Thanks for staying to the end. I really appreciate your support. Share this video with your friends who are on a healthy hair journey as well. Okay, so